So I think what we have to do is what I call making syndromes. So we have the dystonia as a sort of the hallmark feature. And what we do is to check whether the dystonia is isolated, meaning apart from the dystonia, there's nothing else, or is it combined, meaning in addition to the dystonia, what are the other features present? And then we can narrow down the etiologies. So for example, we know, as I just already gave an example of one dystonia, and we know that this remains more or less an isolated dystonia, while certain other forms may have other additional features. And if we utilize a syndrome, so for example, if we say dystonia plus cerebellar ataxia, we'll have a limited number of etiological causes, or dystonia with parkinsonism will have a limited number of causes, and so on. So what I advise to people is that we want them to make a syndrome. Is it isolated or combined? And if it is combined, what are the main characteristics? And then we can then search and say, dystonia combined with cerebellar ataxia, what are the causes? And the number of causes are much less than what if you just say combined dystonia. And, so that there also it becomes very important, therefore, for the clinicians to pick up the appropriate signs. This is where clinical science is still very important. You just don't send you want to define the syndrome, because then you can narrow down the etiologies.